The first groundbreaking idea is biocentrism. This audacious theory turns our traditional understanding of the universe on its head. Instead of life being a random byproduct of the cosmos, biocentrism proposes that life and consciousness are the architects of the universe. It's a captivating concept, isn't it? Picture this: the universe as we know it is shaped and defined by our human consciousness and perception. But our perspective is not the only one. Consider how a bee perceives the world. It sees in ultraviolet, a spectrum invisible to the human eye, and senses the world through its antennae. The world it experiences is entirely different from ours, yet just as real. This illustrates how life and consciousness create unique versions of reality, and by extension, unique versions of the universe. So, think of the way a bee sees the world compared to us, completely different realities. The second idea challenges our understanding of time and space. These terms are often taken for granted as tangible external realities. However, according to the grand biocentric design, this isn't the case. Time and space, as we perceive them, are not independent realities but are constructs of human understanding. Picture them as tools we use to make sense of the world around us. They are ways for us to comprehend and navigate our environment, much like how a bird uses its sense of direction to migrate or a dolphin uses its echolocation to hunt. They are not inherent properties of the universe, but rather forms of our animal sense perception. Time and space are forms of animal sense perception, rather than external physical objects. Next, the book delves into the relationship between quantum physics and consciousness. It's a fascinating exploration, drawing us into a world where the observer shapes the observed. Quantum physics has shown us peculiar phenomena, like particles existing in multiple places at once until observed. The classic example is the double-slit experiment, where particles behave differently when they are watched. It's as if our act of observation, our consciousness, directly influences the behavior of particles. This doesn't just add a new layer to our understanding of the universe, but it also redefines it. It suggests that the universe is not a separate entity, but something we are intricately connected to. This ties back to the idea that consciousness is central to the workings of the universe. Another fascinating idea is about death. In the grand biocentric design, death is not viewed as a terminal event as we commonly perceive it. Instead, it is seen as a mere transition, a shift from one state of existence to another. This unconventional view of death is deeply interwoven with the role of consciousness. The book proposes that our consciousness, being integral to the universe's existence, does not simply vanish at death. Rather, it continues in a different form or dimension, thus reframing death as a transition. This is tied to the concept of the universe being a construct of our consciousness, thus altering our perception of life and death. Finally, the idea that the universe itself is a living, conscious entity. A thought that might seem outlandish at first, but let's delve deeper. Imagine the cosmos not as a collection of inanimate objects swirling in the void, but as a conscious, aware organism. This notion brings forth the concept of a universal consciousness, an all-encompassing mind that pervades every corner of the universe. It's a consciousness that may not resemble human awareness, but exists nonetheless. It's a perspective that reshapes our understanding of existence, challenging us to rethink our place in the grand scheme. This suggests a sort of universal mind or consciousness, fundamentally changing how we view our role in the cosmos.